Hi, I'm Dr. Sandra. For those of you who don't already know me, I've been a psychologist and a stress management expert for the past 30 years. I've helped thousands of people learn to make stress management simple, and I'm here to make stress management simple for you. We're discussing health concerns, a major source of stress for many. Imagine feeling a persistent pain that just won't go away. You start to worry about what it could mean and whether it's something serious. Health concerns cause stress because they threaten your well-being and quality of life. When you're worried about your health, it's hard to focus on other aspects of life. The fear of the unknown and potential serious health issues can lead to anxiety and even depression, making health concerns a significant stressor. You may or may not be able to hear it in my voice, but I just got over COVID, and hopefully it doesn't seem like I'm going to have any long-term residual effects from it, but you never know. I'm just now feeling recovered from it. There are a lot of people out there who went through the pandemic, who got COVID more than once, and are dealing with long COVID. So on a scale of 1 to 10, well, I gotta say, in the middle of COVID, I was definitely feeling like this was a 10 out of 10. Now I'm kind of feeling like it's a 3 out of 10. I mean, every now and then I get these occasional coughing fits. Hopefully those will die down as my immune system starts to slowly build back up to a high level. But what about you guys? What are you guys dealing with? Are you guys having any health concerns? Maybe you have none, and you're just watching this video to see what kind of tips I've got to give that can apply to anything, not just health concerns. And so maybe you're a 1, vacation level stress. For those of you, maybe some of you out there are facing a 10 like I was, on a level of stress where this is just the worst. It's hard to focus on anything else that's happening except for this one particular situation that's happening in my life right now. So go ahead and put in the comments section, what are you guys dealing with? I could always make more videos around dealing with health concerns, but it really helps if I understand what it is that you guys are dealing with and how to help you best. As usual, I give you 2 tips, one stress management tip and another a practical tip. So I'm going to give you a tip from my book, Stronger Than Stress, and I actually have a whole chapter 15 on page 289 is all about nutrition and well-being. And I have a section on how nutrition promotes well-being, which most of us are kind of already familiar with. But I do talk about also maintaining a balanced diet and maintaining healthy eating patterns, as well as the impact of stress on eating habits and food choices. Now, most people, including myself, have been guilty of craving comfort foods. And that's not a bad thing every now and then. The problem happens when it goes on too frequently and we're not eating for our physical health anymore. We're eating to soothe our emotional health, and that comes with consequences on our physical health. So taking care of yourself, really taking care of your health, your nutrition, your exercise, your sleep, the basics. Those are the 3 basics that we need to stay healthy, regardless of whether you're at a 1 or a 10 on a level of stress. These should always be a priority when it comes to taking care of yourself. And the practical tip is to not ignore your doctor visits. And that might seem self-evident. However, I do know several people who are experiencing chronic pain, and they're in that position because they didn't address it early. They kind of let it go and said, oh, it's temporary. I'll just take some pain medication. It'll go away. And it's now a bigger problem than it used to be. And we don't know if it's something that could have been fixed way back then, or if it's something that has compounded and become more difficult to fix. I know as a psychologist, addressing mental health issues early is always easier to reverse and to fix than to let something go on for years, and then we've got to spend a chunk of time undoing some unconscious habits that are keeping that situation in place. And so I can only imagine physiologically, it's got to be comparable, where if you address things early, it's a lot easier to reverse and fix them than it is to deal with compounding things, a shift in the way you're sleeping or walking, or something that just makes the physical discomfort become harder to undo. So those are my 2 tips for you for today. Thank you for joining me for Stress Management Made Simple. Let me know which tip you like better, the stress management tip or the practical tip. Maybe you like them both. Maybe you have another suggestion. Go ahead and put those in the chat box.